right now, the viewfinder for Marcus Ambrose, very good, because he is the race leader, starting alongside Boris Said. The green flag going back in the air at lap 66.
Wow.
Ooh, a lot of wheel spin back there on that. Oh, we got trouble. They're stacking up back there.
4 cars involved. Paul Menard, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., Max Pappas among those.
And that was all
got a piece of it.
all due to that wheel spin. Those guys, when they got on the gas, there was a bunch of guys that got loose. Their rear tires broke loose, and it stacked them up behind.
Yeah, that inside line just didn't go with Boris when he spun. And we were just watching out the window here, not what was on TV, but watching that.
Just watch everybody almost from the middle to the front. As soon as they go, you'll see guys.
This is where it starts.
Yeah,
it starts at the beginning. Let's be real clear. It starts in the first 4 or 5 cars. Yeah. But these are the guys that look at them back here.
Man, some of those guys just barreled in there.
Yeah, they were going, man.
You know, Truex had been good all day long. He had been penalized because when he pitted, a tire got away. He had to start at the tail end of the longest line, and here you see the results.
Wow.
Check it up.
So we go from our 4th caution to a red flag at Sonoma.
That bumper camera, is that one? He just said I got killed from behind. I think that was one. These guys, that's at the front of the pack, and that just, it's the accordion effect that everybody talks about. You see it on the highway, you see it at stop signs, you see it at stop lights, man. You see it everywhere. This is why I feel Truex had a great day running, and then got spun and got put in that position.
Most drivers have driven away. Martin Truex Jr. has climbed from his car. Safety workers at the machine of Sam Hornish Jr. back in a moment. NASCAR on TNT, happy to be bringing you live coverage of the Toyota Save Mart 350 from Infineon Raceway. We had just cleaned up our 3rd caution of the day. The restart has left a big-time bunch of debris on the front straightaway. Martin Truex Jr.'s car still sitting idle. And as we sit here under the red flag, we take you to today's Verizon Race Summary. 6 leaders today. There have been 7 lead changes. Our average speed, 77.178 miles per hour. And there have been 4 cautions for a total of 6 laps. One more time, we check out the last restart. And while we were in break, Wally, you and Kyle both making note of some different things that happened back in the pack.
It started at the 42, the 83, 42, and 2, and that's where those guys had trouble. But the guys in the back were going.
These guys in the back, as you see that bunch up, you see these guys, they're coming, they're still on the gas. These guys back here, we're following the front, but as you follow the back, you watch this. Right as we come around the corner here, if you look at the 42 of Juan, the 83, and the 2 of Kyle or Kurt Busch, watch those 3 cars kind of bounce off each other way back here. This is right back here at the turn. Watch the 42 accelerate into the back of the 83. Boom, right there, he hits him. Then he's out of shape. Then you see these guys in the outside line trying to dodge stuff. And then you see all these guys, they're coming. These guys are on the gas right here.
And you can't really see around that corner.
No.
So when they say green, 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 you hammer it, and you come around the corner, and then all of a sudden these guys are stopped.
Ready? This is Juan. Listen to the spot. Listen to the audio here, too. Boom.
Ready, green. I got killed from behind.
See, and Juan just said, I got killed from behind. He runs into the back of that car, but at the same time, he's getting hit from the back. So it's absolutely a chain reaction.
So it was Kurt Busch that got into the tail end of Juan Pablo Montoya. Matthias Ekstrom was the 83 car right in front of Montoya.
And it was not his fault or anybody's. Here's what amazed me about this wreck. I want you to see where the wreck ended up, all the way down here past the start-finish line. It started down here. Remember, these guys are only in 1st and 2nd gear. That's how much speed they carry on a restart, that they carried these cars all the way down almost the full length of the straightaway, just running into each other.
So as we clean it up, Marcus Ambrose is the leader. They got to be happy in his camp, Matt.
All smiles here. And Frankie Kerr, at one point, you guys had debated pitting under that last caution. That would have put you back in that mess.
Yeah, well, just a little bit. We thought about it, but we're going to stick to our game plan that we started the day with and continue on it. And so far, it's working out okay.
So where are you looking at the final window here when we'll see that 47 on pit road?
Probably in the late 70s. We're going to make one more adjustment and see if we can't beat that 48 car.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
It's difficult to...
Ralph?
Matt, I'm over here with another Frankie Stoddard, crew chief of the number 26 aboard his set. All right, Frankie, how close are you on pit stops? What's your strategy?
Well, it depends on how many more cautions we get. The way these guys are wrecking, we might just stay out till the end. But we'll probably come in another 7-8 laps and see if we can get some fuel and tires in this air guard car and have a shot at it.
We heard you guys battering back and forth a little bit on the radio about when to pit. He didn't think you gave him clear enough instructions. How hard do you guys work on that sort of thing?
Well, with Boris, you know, if I'm not in the car, actually turning the wheel into the pits, he struggles with anything that I ever say to him, okay? So the clearest thing I could do would be to ride as a co-pilot in there, you know? At Baja, see when he runs Baja, he's got somebody over there that'll tell him what to do or actually grab the wheel out of his hand. But, you know, it's tough. I mean, basically what I said was if the top 5 stayed out, I wanted to come. I felt like everybody behind us would come. And if the top 5 came, I wanted to try to stay and hope that maybe 8-10 guys stayed out behind us, which is about what happened. We didn't really need these cautions because we had drove away to where probably only Jimmy Johnson was going to get by us, maybe, before we pit. And we're going to be in pretty good shape for the end. But that's okay. This will work out. We're not bad.
Hill, they're sitting third right now.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with Greg Irvin, Ralph, and he told me right before this last restart, I asked him if he could make it from 46 laps, and he said, we're going to have to. They've been figuring furiously here. I know Greg Biffle, from the time he left pit road on his last pit stop, was saving fuel. He's been shutting the car off on the caution flags. These caution laps are going to help as well. Let's talk to Greg right now. Greg, you told me that with 46 laps to go that you're going to have to make it. You still on that plan?
Yeah, we're working on it right now. We're doing a little bit of comparing to what we had a couple years ago. I think we can make it. Honestly, I think we do. And he does a really good job of saving gas when he knows that's what he's got to do. So we'll see what happens. And the way these yellows play out right here could change everything in 10 laps. You know, you get a big pile up. Somebody flat spots their tires, we'll all be coming for tires again.
Do you need a few caution laps to make it?
Yeah, I'd feel better with a couple.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Back upstairs, Adam.
Thank you, Phil. Interesting to hear the different philosophies as we set under the red flag at lap 67 here in Sonoma. So we saw Jimmy Johnson on track. He's been the car to beat today, Ralph.
Boy, has he, Adam. And here now with Chad Knaus, his crew chief. Chad, you guys have had an unbelievably smooth day so far. Are you right on pace? Is there anything going wrong with your strategy at this point?
Not yet. I hope you didn't jinx me. But, you know, I'm really proud of the whole Lowe's team. Jimmy's done a great job. He's taken quite an interest into road racing. Obviously, he's putting in a lot of personal extra effort to try to get better at the road racing, going to Watkins Glen while we were in Pocono, running the DP car there. And he's just done a fantastic job all weekend long. And all the guys at HMS did a great job. We brought a different kind of race car than what we've typically run, and it's performed flawlessly all weekend. So we're really stoked.
Adam, as smooth as they're going, I don't think anything can jinx these guys today. They're pretty strong.
They have been good, Wally.
It's a good point. I mean, you know, Jimmy he's been doing a lot of road racing because he wants this to matter. We heard the 11 bunch go, we tested for 2 hours on a road course. Well, you know what? You see the difference, and you can't throw any of these races away anymore.
No, and you know, we were up I think at Pocono or whatever when he went over to Watkins Glen, and everybody was like, oh, 4-time champion Jimmy Johnson, he's getting away from here, he's going over. What's up with that? He could get hurt, something could happen. I think you're seeing that he was in that rhythm. He's focused on it, and I think Chad and those guys appreciate the effort that he's putting in.